Welcome back. It is day 145 of our road to 2000. We're at 2003, and we found Mr. Chess. Okay, they look fine. Let's go e4. And we have the Sicilian defense, so we're going to play bishop e2 and d3 and f4. You already know all this. This is basically just our setup. Now, they're going to play for the center. If I were to castle here, they take, and they are going to win a pawn, so we kind of have to commit to e5. And then I'm just going to castle. We don't really love playing e5 if we don't have to, but in that position, you have to, really, so. Now I could push. If I go here, can they push is the question. Probably. Also pushing. There's always like queen out ideas, which can be annoying to play against. If I go here, they can push. I could maybe play queen e1 and just try to reroute this way. Although, maybe we're walking into some knight b4 ideas. So I might play c3 now. Push. Should be okay. But I don't want the knight to come in. And yeah, so they're going to try to expand. So I'm going to play a4 just to stop this move. They want to play there anyways. Can I go takes? I need to develop my pieces. I could play knight a3. That way if they push, takes. Or I could go here. Yeah, I think we have to play d4 now. Just opening up the bishop here. Takes. Queen here, I think I have queen c3. Just protecting everything. Okay, they go there. So, I mean, I probably should take, opening up my rook. And now, maybe we just develop. Develop, they push the pawn. Then maybe we can go for some kind of knight here, potentially. Could also play bishop d2. I guess I probably should be a little bit worried about that. Maybe I play bishop e3. Let's play bishop e3. Just protect everything. Queen comes out. Very logical. So if they ever push, there's not that. How do I play this position? Here, knight here. Yeah, let's play knight c3. We need to develop our pieces. There's no takes because I take this way. No, knight takes. Oh, they bring that in. So there's a fork threatened. But maybe we just bring the bishop back this way. Protect against this. Kind of uncoordinates the rooks, but let's protect this way. And yeah, we gotta do something about this knight. Also, maybe we're looking to open up this way now. Maybe rotate the queen coming in. Some ideas. We can play f5. No, because the knight protects this now. I'm going to go g4. I'm going to try and attack them. I think they want to move the knight, actually. And then play b4. To play queen up. Then they go here. And I can take... Right? No. What was that? What was it that I was thinking? Takes here. And tempo the queen, too. Okay, let's hit the queen. This bishop might become a little bit vulnerable. If queen here, I think it loses to bishop e2. They're trying to open up a discovered attack here with like takes. Yeah, but now I just go here. And there's a pin, which just can't be good. And we can put more pressure. You don't have a check with this either. So I don't think pinning your queen to the knight was a good idea. Not at all. If you had checks, then yeah, but... Yeah, they pushed the pawn, but I should be able to go knight e1 and just take. Knight e1, knight takes. There's not check, because I can just take it. So, knight e1, it looks like we should be winning this piece. Yeah, my opponent just resigns. Good game. Good game. Although, they probably should have played on, because it's not so simple. Maybe you have some kind of intermediate move here. Well, then we can just take the piece with the queen. Takes, knight takes. So we played with a 91. My opponent played with an 80.3. It was just a typical kind of position here. Queen over was wrong. I don't really know what I should play here. C3. But C3, I was a little bit worried about some kind of D4 ideas. And then you just develop, I guess. If takes. We're trying to play for some kind of push in the center. And I guess we played C3 anyways, so yeah, fair enough. They opened all this up. We just have a slight advantage the entire game. This is a mistake, but only if I play queen d2. Fair. That kind of deals with the threat while also not having to uncoordinate all my pieces. And then g4 is a little bit ambitious. It wanted me to play queen g3. So kind of like what I was thinking. Let's start rotating and attack over here. But I wanted to push my pawns first and then try to break with f5. And then after this, we find the intermezzo knight attack. And then we pin the knight. And knight e1, we just win a piece. So yeah, I think his downfall was allowing me to pin the knight to the queen. But good game. Let's play another one. (1998). We have the white pieces. E4. And we have c6, knight c6. I'm just going to develop, see if they transpose back into the Vienna. They do. Let's develop our bishop. And we have the copycat. Yes. Okay, queen g4. Oh my gosh. I love this. We slide back. Knight comes out. And I think we have to play knight e2 here, stopping the knights from coming in. This is like the most boring of all the positions that you can get from this. Now I think we jump in or we attack. Or we go d3. And then whenever they do this, we have to play like h3 maybe. Knight here takes. I like to play knight d5. Pressuring knight, and then after takes, I think the position's just kind of nice. We can play for c3. They jump in, but yeah, we always immediately take that. Immediately. And I guess we're not going to be playing for the center here, but their bishop's kind of bad, right? So let's go d3. They attack my bishop, but we'll just go all the way back. And I guess maybe they're looking for this, but it doesn't work at the moment. That just loses a pawn. And yeah, king up. But now we go h4, h5. check. I should be able to just block and then take with the king. And we should be happy in that position and not care about the king being in the center. Queen steps up. I don't really understand, but I'm just going to play h5. We're trying to open this up. Wow. So takes here. Do I just play queen here? So takes, queen here. They push the pawn. I mean, this has got to be good, right? Queen's, or the king's pretty vulnerable there. I don't think I should allow them to push. I'm going to take. Like, they're going to attack this. I guess I have to go here, right? And then probably f3. So I guess let's go here. If they offer a queen trade, I mean, so be it, but f3, and I think we're doing all right. Although they can maybe go here. They also have doubled pawns, right? That move feels weird. I think maybe we're just going to double. No, I can't go there. I can't go there. Don't do that. Don't do that. Rook h2 then? Feels good. Maybe there's even some sacrifice. Check. King back. No. Let's just be simple. Rook h2. If we ever need to protect this pawn, we will play for f3. Be very solid. The bishop I'm a little bit worried about, but we can always break with c3 and then reroute it this way maybe. Here. Yeah, on that we need to play f3. Because they're threatening to win a pawn. So, here we are. Very, very solid. They can force a queen trade this way, I guess, now. We have this active rook, though. So they're protecting this. I'm just going to double my rooks. And they go there. So now I'm looking at this move. Or even there's got to be stuff here. I can also play rook h4, utilizing the pin. Rook h4, trying to play f4. I kind of like this. It also stops them from forcing a queen trade, which is nice. So, rook h4. The king's going to have to move probably here. But then we can not take because queen takes. Okay, they kind of miss my threat, which is rook f4. You cannot take. Oh, no, you can take that one. Okay, I blundered. I blundered really bad. Oops. Yeah, and now I'm just going to resign and play another one. That was... It is what it is. We got way too ahead of ourselves. We had a great position, though. Yeah, like... If I don't blunder here and just play like a normal human... I mean, we can... Yeah, we were playing for f4. What am I doing? That's so stupid. Can we take? Check. No, they take here with check, I see. Okay, that was ridiculous. We're leaving that in the video, of course, because that's just what happens. This is chess, right? That was really dumb. Really, really dumb. But okay. We have the black pieces now. Okay, my opponent's not playing, so we're gonna board. Found Caesar. There you go, d4. Let's go d5. Knight out, knight out. And they go for an early c4. So we're going to transpose into a queen's gambit declined. Knight here, a6. Okay, they're going for Catalan setup. I still go for a6 here. That's how I like to play. Usually, you know, they bring out both knights, but they're playing for the Catalan. So it's a little bit different. I do know a little bit of theory here. I think this is a transposition. I take, and then, oh, I can't go there immediately. Okay, so this is a little bit different. So they want to take this pawn. I can't go here. Shoot. Yeah. I guess I do have check. Check doesn't do anything though. Or I can just put the knight in the center of the board. Maybe here's a good move. If they go here, I just play knight b6 though. Yeah, so they just capture. Now can I go here? I'm going to attack and try to play bishop b7. And then, you know, on this, we can probably just go back this way. If we go here, I think there's like attacks. I think if they go here, I can play some c5 ideas. No, if they go there, that's no, it's not, because like they have blocks. Yeah, so they just go back. So I'm going to go bishop b7. Castles, kind of expected. And I'm just going to develop my knight. Takes, takes. They can tempo me. I'll go back this way. I mean, I'm going to take here. And then maybe we just go c6. Or I can even take. Take. No. Can I take? Takes, check. But they have a really strong bishop. I don't like that. I can also go here. Takes. Or I can go bishop c5. I could also go here. I could also go here. A lot of choices in the position. I'm not worried about e4. Let's go bishop e7 and just try to castle. Because if they trade everything, they have doubled pawns, and we're going to have a 3 on 2. Queen comes out. So they want to put a rook here. That's very logical. I can probably go here and here to start. Here, rook here, I go here. Are they threatening some knight takes? Yeah, they kind of are. Let's castle while I have the chance. We can play c3 or c6. Let's play c6. My bishop's ugly, but we have a very nice center. And we blundered. Shoot. Okay, well, we're going to get a rook and a knight for the queen. All they have to do is play e4 here. They don't play e4. What? Really? Yeah, they could have just went e4. Wow. Okay, let's take that. Bishop's really bad. I mean, I can push. So, like, you don't have to take in chess. So let's push d4 here. Now their bishop's kind of locked out. My bishop is too, but, you know, maybe the bishop's going to go this way. Move the queen, get the rooks to the open files. They missed a huge opportunity there. Just put pressure on the pin piece. That's a move. For sure. Although it takes here. Takes. Okay, so kind of need to play bishop c5 here. And now I'm going to play queen b6. Takes. We just trade everything. Bishop's under attack now. We have the better pawn structure. But we have a pawn that's 3 squares away from promotion. Could be good. They might have actually had this as well. But never worried about takes. I want to put my rooks here. Here, do they just go here? But then I can maybe step up. So let's play rook d8. Let's protect the pawn. I'm threatening to maybe push at some moment. Okay, they go there. Let's just put our rooks on the open file and behind the passed pawn. Keeping some tension over here. Yeah, so they take. I'm going to take with the pawn. I don't want to take with the queen, and, well, actually, yeah, I didn't really want to trade the queens. I like the pressure that I have. I can trade the pawn here if I want. Like push, rook takes, check. But I don't really see why I would go for that. Oh, wait. Here, if rook takes, we have check to pick up the rook. Actually, that's a good move. So I can push and push, potentially. But push. Can I hold on to the pawn is the next question. Maybe I even go here and here. Yeah, I think d3 is going to be the move. This bishop's really bad. Yeah, so they go there. Can I still push if this check? This is falling. I can take this right away. Even. Maybe we do that and then just like play bishop d5. We're just dominating. Takes, I guess there's that, isn't there? You can take this pawn. I can just push it first. Yeah, I don't think there's any need to let him take this. Like, I could have took here, but, you know. Now you need to protect this. You can't really push because it's just opening up everything. Okay, so they position a little bit better. I kind of want to get rid of his bishop, so I'm going to play bishop a6. My bishop's not really doing much there, and this is just a weakness. Takes. I don't think there's any rook takes. Bishop back. Push. Takes. Can I maybe come in? I can obviously protect it too. Actually, I can go here and protect and attack. Let's do that. Let's come here. Let's protect and attack. Rook comes up. Okay, I'm going to take the pawn. I like this pawn because this pawn's a little bit vulnerable too. So if you trade here, I mean, I have this for one, but also just some other threats. Okay, they protect. Now I can go here maybe. Or I can stay over this way. Let's play queen f5. Let's slowly make our way towards his king. I'm going to capture here. Do I want to take this? Queen takes. Probably not. Do I want to do this, though, is the other question. It's kind of becoming a little bit loose. If I take, queen takes. Then I can push my pawn. Getting pretty close to promotion. So I'm going to take. They can maybe take here first, intermezzo. They don't. So now I'm going to start pushing my pawn towards promotion. Can also maybe tempo the queen first. Because I don't really want trades. Okay, we have this. It's protected. Let's make a left. I don't think I can hold on to the pawn. But maybe I have this. Rook here, we attack this pawn. Threatening some checks. So you can't take with the rook. Well, you can't take with the queen either. No, you have to take with the rook, sorry. That's what I meant. Maybe I have queen here? No. Probably just hit. Ooh. Oh, they have a pass pawn now. Shoot, I actually think I might have made a mistake here. Now there's just this. But then maybe queen's coming in. Here they have to be insanely careful because queen G or queen H3 is kind of devastating. Although they can just go back and protect, can't they? I'm threatening the pawn. So if you protect this way, then this is a massive threat. Checking here. I would just start pushing my pawn if I were him. 2 minutes each. He's probably winning, but it's a close game. Yeah, but that's a huge mistake because you block off the queen and now it's checkmate. King here and checkmate. So huge blunder. Just missing that, you know, they had to have the queen protecting and we get the win. So we're up 1 game today. The second game was terrible, but anyways, let's look at this. We have the Catalan takes, and what is the move here? C5 takes CD. So, okay. I know C5 is something that we have to play very often. We play the best moves here. Takes, bishop out, castle. We should actually take here, which I think I calculated this, right? Like we go check, and then king up. We have to play knight d4. What if we just like play rook here? Check. So we have to play knight d4, and then queen here, and then we go c5 is top computer move. I'm not playing c5. I don't understand c5 at all. Sacrificing the rook. I guess it's because then you're gonna go on this diagonal, but I would probably just play here. Like, I'm normal human. And then this is a blunder because they can literally just play e4, but my opponent missed it. Takes, and we found the best move. Now in this position, we have a way to... You can see, I was looking at this. Takes, king h1, and then you take back. This is the better way. h4. b4. See, I did take a look at this kind of ish. Saying go a5, but I probably would have just played this completely wrong. Bishop d4. I mean, you have so much control, to be honest. Oops, if they play here, then you're going here, promotion square. It says go king h1. Like, what if you just play something like this? Now you bring the other rook. You can't sack because the bishop protects. So, yeah, okay. We missed an opportunity, but maybe we played this how we should have. And in this position, it wants me to trade queens. No? Wait, what's the move then? Not even taking back. d3. So it liked my idea with check. King h1. And then, yeah, we take here. I guess the bishop protects it, so... Check takes... And then rook here takes... And then take. Fair enough. But we have this position, and then I trade off the bishop. In this position, where should we go? Queen e2. And if takes, we go queen b5. Oh, pinning. Did I miss pinning it earlier? No. Okay, so going this way was wrong. What am I supposed to play? Here, which I'd looked at. Man, I'm instinctively seeing these moves, but then I'm playing other stuff. And then here, queen f3, attack, rook a8. I guess we're just trying to, we protect the pawn in a way, and we stop the rook from going here. Understandable. And then they blundered mate. Here and checkmate. So we kind of got lucky, not gonna lie, but we take those. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.